Kiante?
Yep. The next series will be me casting myself against an ex-pro gamer, essentially.
Go boring toss. I expect to be so bored. Like, I want you to bore me. Like, I want almost to feel my heart stop at some point. I want to, like, ideally, if I want to just leave halfway through it, you will have achieved something special. Like, I don't care if you win or lose. I just expect to be so bored by the way you play. If you build a Reaver, I will weep.
It's like you like play it to people in a coma and they wake up to tell you to turn it off because it's so boring. See, a good thing.
No, like,
See, I mean, that
ideally,
just put me in a coma.
And then they be put back into a coma, but by the boringness of the
ideally,
game.
it put waking people into a coma and just kind of gradually shuffle comatose people out of their torpid state and directly into the cold embrace of death.
Alrighties, cool. So
you kill comatose patients. That's how bad. That's how boring you are. I had to translate that because it took me a while to parse what Sir Joel had said.
he said a lot of words, and it was
A
tough.
lot of words. Yeah.
Alrighty, so
I apologize.
They're fantastic. They're fantastic words, though. Keep that up. I love that.
Alrighty, so yeah, let's get stuck into this. I'll chuck the intro on and let's get moving.
Ready for battle.
Alrighty, so
Alright.
I'm not muted. I'm not muted.
Oh, you
muted?
can do the
Okay.
intro this time.
Oh. Wait, you as in me?
I think he
Well,
means you.
I meant you as in
not
you
me.
plural, in the style of a big band. No, Drone, I presume, is the
What?
Zerg. No,
Wait,
wait.
no, what?
Did you say once upon a time that you would go Zerg against the Protoss just so you could 9-hatch them or something?
What?
I think he did that earlier in the tournament.
Yeah, I did that against Johnny, man.
Kiante is the yellow Protoss at the 3 o'clock. Drone is the teal Zerg at the 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't. Although
You
I
can't
guess
pull up an hatch again.
if I went Zerg, I guess Drone would probably go Protoss. But then I could be like, oh, but I play PvP, and then switch to Protoss, and then he'd switch to Zerg, and we could sit there in the lobby forever.
Just switching races constantly. Yeah.
Maybe we're still there. Maybe this is a
It-
fake replay. Maybe we haven't played yet because we're sitting in the lobby switching races.
Actually, this is being played live. Is how it is. We finally resolved it after weeks of indecisive race picking,
I'm actually playing on another computer right now while observing.
casting, and playing at the same time.
Yeah, obviously. Look at my fantastic pylon placement. It's pretty much the furthest part away from the ramp.
Did you just say furthest part?
You sure did.
Am I not allowed to say that?
Beautiful.
It is. It's like the furthest part of the base
Oh my
away
God.
from the ramp. Is
Don't
it,
justify it, man. Just.
can I
just
not
own up
say
to
it? It is though. What?
Whoa! Hold on a second.
Further,
Say the word
further-
again.
Furthest?
Furthest.
Is that a word? Like I don't know if I'm
One
making
of
a word
those
up
is-
right now.
One of those is a
Yep.
comparative and the other is a superlative. Something can be far away or further away, or it can be
No, I-
the furthest away.
I'd rather call it
You cannot
furthest.
be
It's more fun.
Furthest.
I mean,
That's amazing.
I felt like I was making a word up when I said it, and it turns out I was, and I'm okay with that.
Clung to it. That's okay. Well, it's certainly
I really
it's,
like this comment. Kiante is the smarterist.
Thanks,
That's
Pupa. Appreciate it. So this is when I realized that my ramp is actually on the other side of the base, and I'm like, fuck. It's weird. Sometimes when I play, I have this feeling that I'm in a different... Like, I honestly thought I spawned in the bottom right. Like, I just hadn't looked at the minimap or something. I don't know. I can't really explain it, but I felt like I was there, and that's why my base is, like, up here, because I thought it was, like, close to the ramp. But it's not at all. And a drone
So,
gets into my
okay,
base.
you have a unique insight
just-
here. What's
I just
that
want to
now?
interject here. Nazgul has said that this is terrible Brood War, but it's awesome, and that he could beat any of these guys. I think we should
Really?
have Nazgul.
Oh my
show
god.
Really?
Well, no, I think ideally if we just invite him to the Gem League 2, which I have under good authority will be starting at some point in the future.
So this is called How You Don't Block a Ramp, aka Dying to Lings. Always fun.
Oh, Well, Kiante, if it's any consolation, this is very boring.
Thank you. I tried my hardest.
Well, it is right up his. This is
Like
his
he
wheelhouse.
started building the Stargate to fend off the Zerglings.
Well, I mean, this is the build, right? Like, I'm doing the scout into 3-gate goon build order,
The
right?
boring toss does not deviate from his
Exactly.
build.
I'm
It
not gonna, like...
continues.
But it doesn't work on reverse ramp maps for this reason, because Lings... Like, my goon is, like, missing against the Lings, right? Like, it's not
That
ideal.
probe. That is a hero probe. He's got a link kill.
But, I mean, that's pretty good. Like, they're all dead, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Did you lose any probes?
Yeah, a
think you
couple,
did?
but... I mean,
Oh,
I
you
lost a
lost,
lot of mining
like, one or
time.
two.
The big issue there was that I lost the mining time, and it means that I actually can't afford my scout right now as the Stargate finishes, which is an issue. Normally I would be up at around 25 supply with an extra pylon and the scout coming. And
Wait a
I need
minute,
to turn
can
on
you slow down for a
PNs.
moment? Your Scout.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the build. It's literally the build.
I think he's
That
doing the
is-
stove. You
it-
know?
Stove is my go-to anti-pro gamer build, alright.
It's not it's not the stove.
when-
I'm
when
doing
I'm-
it's a scout into 3-gate goon. It's like my only one base PvZ build because I couldn't forge FE because of the map. This is the only other build I
right.
have.
Well, in
So
fairness,
really
you also
why-
didn't know where your ramp was. I think the map might have been low on the list of issues with your Forge.
No, I actually I played this map multiple times, attempting to work out how to forge
figure out
FE.
where the ramp was.
No, figure out how to forge FE. Like I loaded this up in single player and tried to forge FE really hard, and I couldn't. So, hence
That's really sad.
hence the one base.
Well, there's a
Could you
scout
not
out.
have asked someone else?
See how this goes.
But I mean, scouts kill overlords pretty fast. The
I was
only
just
issue
gonna
is
say, he's
actually
now supply block.
well, the problem is it's actually finding them. Because he's already got the spore colony up here and has all the overlords moving towards it, so... Because
And
he
he's
got
got
the
another one
scout
with
on the
the
Stargate from the Lings and the overlord, so...
So did he like anticipate that it was a scout build? Like how did he figure
Well, I
that out?
know. Well, I mean, I had a Stargate, so he knows I'm going to make Corsairs or Scouts. Either way, he needs his overlords protected, and so they are. With the spore up in the main means the Scouts are actually going to get pretty much nothing done. And to make this build work, you need usually sort of 3 overlord kills, or at least 2 with a couple of drone kills.
Could he not harass that natural though? At least at like the north. Like the
Probably could
continental
have, yeah. I'm still searching for overlords at this point. I'm hoping that one of the overlords that moved down to the bottom right position is still kind of like hiding in the corner or something like that. In the meantime,
There's
I've
a
got
kind of
3
brutal
gateways up.
optimism.
Yeah, you know. I'm just
Just
like,
lone
well,
scout.
maybe
I have
he
to
like
say,
forgot
I'm-
about an overlord or something like that. Like,
I'm actually very impressed, given how like what you had said of your own play. I had not expected you to last this long after that initial Zergling push.
I got pretty lucky, I think, with the way that my probes just like auto attacked those Zerglings. Because I mean, it wasn't me
Yeah, I'm not-
controlling them.
I'm not sure if that was a compliment or wow, I'm just surprised you're not utterly terrible and outclassed by liquid drone.
I'm not sure. Did you read the preview? Chianti had to evaluate his own chances, and his article was a paragraph that was basically like, "Well, I don't mean to brag, but I'm pretty boring," and I was just bewildered by it. Then it ended with, "I'm also going to lose." I was just flabbergasted. Like I had to write an amendment to it to say that I thought he might win.
This is actually going pretty well.
And
If only
given
there
the assault
were
here,
a lot of hydras on the way. Those hydras are gonna hold this, but
Yeah.
are they?
had you gotten like maybe one more overlord, there would have been less hydras on the field. You would have had a much easier time going on right now.
Yeah, it's one of these builds that's it's on a very tight kind of point, and the problem is when it gets to this point, it gets kind of rough.
It's gonna be tight though. I mean, another batch will save this, but
But
if you get
Hydras are
reinforcements
actually
up-
pretty good against goons, in case you didn't know.
yeah, a little bit.
See, the point is now, if you snipe the spore, you can get all those overloads for free zones with your scout.
Except for the Hydralists.
Well, of course, yeah, he has perfectly
busy with
counted the
doing
build,
stuff.
but I was being a bit optimistic here. It's almost like he's some kind of former pro gamer.
Well, is he actually? I wouldn't say former pro gamer. I mean, that's a little bit. Like,
Too much, I would say. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit much.
Sorry, how would you define him?
oh god.
What do you feel is an accurate term?
Well,
And
I mean,
remember that
Team
you're
Liquid
being
wasn't
slowly
like-
eviscerated by him now.
yeah, but I
I
mean,
mean, we
Team
say
Liquid wasn't
former
like a.
performer for people like
He was in the-
July and Boxer, not really.
Yeah,
I don't
Well,
know if
no. That's
He
you
was-
don't throw those kinds of
Would
semiotics
you say
around.
White Paw was a former
foreigners.
pro gamer? Or more of like, I mean, foreigner pros and Korean pros are just such a different class.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, he did like. Drone did go to Korea, to play Brood War, right? So, but not in the same way that like Wreckroll and Elky did. It was for like some Blizzard Invitational or something like that. So,
Right.
but
So what you're saying is that you think Wreckroll is better than Drone.
I didn't say
Ooh.
that. I just. God, you're putting words in my mouth here. It's rough, man. It's rough.
They just keep falling out. All I'm trying to do is make sense of them.
So, I mean, in the meantime, I'm pretty fucked because I have no tech, and
Yeah.
goons
Yeah,
only
once that-
take
once
you
that
so
initial push
far.
fails,
Yeah.
you're kind of screwed.
So it looks like I'm gonna try and expand here, simply because my macro is just terrible. Yeah. I'm vaguely hoping that instead of killing me, Drone is going to double expand or something like that. But, yeah.
Probably not going to happen. Yeah, here.
He's bought an awful lot of
is-
Hydralisk for a man who's going to double expand.
Yeah, well, I mean, he could, like, maybe just go home, like, kind of like Chill did before, but...
Ooh. I know the game's
GG.
over, but I want to just read out this comment. Kiante is way behind a wrist this game. I just
God
love adding
damn
that is to the end
I
of
think
words that yeah.
Further away.
The point at which
85?
you leave the game, you are the behind the wrist.
Behind